Hey y'all, it's Indigo here, coming at you with another season of Grand Arena Championships. This time it's 3v3, which I'm really excited about. I just think it's interesting. It's a real nice change of pace. It's been a long time since we had it. I've got lots of old 3v3 videos and counter videos. I have a playlist on them, so if you guys, want to see what we used to use, you can check that out. I know relics have changed things up a bit, and there's been plenty of new characters introduced since we had our last 3v3. But after a couple rounds of this, I think we'll all kind of fall back into place and, start figuring things out. Until then, let me show you how this round went for me. I'll give you a little recap here of round one, and this is the first week, so we've got 4 weeks to go. Let me dive in and kind of show you what I had to get through. So we'll take a look up top. Up top, he's got a Phoenix team. He's got First Order. He's got Kira with Nest. And he's got a Daka-led Night Sister team. Zombie in there and Acolyte. So got to be careful of that. Down south, he's got Bosk Bounty Hunters. He's got a Rogue One. And then he's got MT-led Night Sister team. So we'll dive into the south first. Take that out. I used my General Skywalker. He's still not 7 stars yet. So I figured this would be good because, they can't revive. So I don't have to worry about MT lead making Spirit revive and everybody hitting super hard. I know that they're a good Night Sister counter and they should be just fine in 3v3. The problem with 3v3 is a lot of our teams, of course, are set up for 5v5. The game's designed that way. You need the supporting cast. So it's very difficult sometimes to make the right counters for 3v3. In this instance, I'm able to power through it no problem. Got 53 banners there, so good enough for that. I will jump into the next one. And I knew what I wanted to use. I did kind of plan things out, and I suggest you do that. Plan out your counters before you ever even start battling, because if one thing goes wrong and you have to double or triple shot something, that can mess up your whole list of what counters you're going to use for what team. So for this one being just kind of a standard Rogue One, I knew I wanted plenty of AoE to be able to get out there and get rid of Jin and Cassian. I knew I'd be getting stuck behind K2's taunt. It can be really annoying. He gets that taunt back an awful lot, so you got to do enough AoE damage to kind of get rid of everybody. And I'm bad at that. Sometimes I did miss that where I could hit somebody else and I hit K2. But I did take out Jin there. Once you get her out, it's pretty easy because, then she can't revive anybody. The thing about having K2 on your team is he's going to counterattack and he's going to take off protection. And so if he takes off protection on everybody, that's 3 less banners that you get. So it's a good way to knock off a few banners, off your opponent's score. And if you can do things like that on every team, you're going to build yourself up quite a lead. So I got 52 for that one. Lost protection on a couple guys. The next one was Bounty Hunters, and I knew I could get through them with just a regular straight up resistance. I've seen people use BB-8 and C-3PO. But I like R2 here. Just with only 3, I want to be able to have more control, which is the stun and the fact that R2 can do some damage. And C-3PO just does his confuse and all that. I want more, damage dealers, and I like the stuns. So I figured that'd give me a lot more control in a 3v3 environment. Definitely wanted to have that. You can see that I'm stunning Boba, trying to keep him out of the picture while I take turn meter off of Bosk. Don't want him to get his taunt off at all. Otherwise, things are going to get, really nasty. So, got him stunned now. He can't do anything. I don't really go after Dengar because there's no point. I'll hit him with the AoE burn, but he just goes into stealth. But I'm almost through the protection on Bosk. And once you get through that, it's much easier because then he loses the defense bonus. So work on taking him out. Got my Illuminated Destiny, top off a little bit of protection. And now I'm just working on taking out Dengar. Trying to get a stun because I don't want him to throw any more bombs or do any damage. You know, I want to get as many points as I can because I don't know what my opponent has in the back. You know, if he goes light, then I need to play hyper efficiency. And I hate playing that way. But got Dengar down. Was able to pick up 53 banners on that. So not too bad. Cleared that whole zone without using anything too overpowered. See what he's gotten back. He's got JTR, a Tarkin team, some Geos, and then he's got a Sith team. And I could see the purpose of some of those teams, like, is definitely going to strip off a couple banners here and there, but that means he saved a lot for offense. Like, he saved a ton to be able to clear my board. So, using Trey against the Geos, my Triumvirate's all Gear 13, but you can see they went straight after Nihilus instead of Scion, which sucks because they were able to kill him straight away, and that's less points for me. So, unfortunate, but now they're going after Scion, and he's built like a truck. He's made to withstand all this. He's got his Held by Hatred now, so he's not going anywhere. Get rid of Alpha, and that way I don't have to worry about health equalization or another brute being summoned. And so once he's gone, you know, it's game over. Take him out, be done with it. But I only got 49 points for that go-around. But that's fine. You know, I'm hoping my opponent will stumble or something on one of my teams. So I got to kill these 3 left, and then I can go up top. And I'll clear the top kind of all at once and then see what he's got in ships. I just want to make sure to clear his south, figure out what I want to use on each of these teams. And I got plenty of firepower saved, so I know I'll be able to full clear his board. One thing that's great in 3v3 is this matchup. I had Kira with Nest and Hermit Yoda. And you can use them against a variety of teams, and I was just deciding which team I wanted to use them against. It's like, okay, this is one of my attack teams. I've got to use them somewhere, but where? Where are they going to do the best damage, get me the most banners? And I figured this is good because they have enough AoEs that are going to cause Nest to counterattack and do even more damage. The AoEs can hurt by stripping off some protection, but at least Nest will be able to get extra hits in. And so you can see she's plowing right through them. It's not a big deal. There we go. Did it all, 53 banners. So again, not quite perfect, but, you know, I think I'm doing pretty good. And then I use my DR leftovers. So I got DR, Bastilla Fallen, and then HK. They make a really good 3v3 team. You can take out just about anything. You won't get all perfect protection banners, but took this Sith team out no problem. Got 53 banners for that. And then this one probably could have gone undersized here, but I don't like doing that. It's 3v3. There's no reason to risk it. So I just took out BB-8 straight away. Now I'm going after JTR. And now it's just Stickray. So pop her. That's done. 54. Rather than trying to squeeze out one extra banner. Cleared the zone. Now I can budget my remaining teams against what he's got up top. And let me show you guys what I used for there. So for his first order, I figured to straight mirror it. And his crew was faster, so you can see he used his special to 2-turn stun my own crew. I don't have officer in here to be able to dispel that or cleanse that, so I'm kind of stuck. But right now I'm going after his pilot, just being the squishiest one, get the most advantage, you know, that I can. Now I got a numbers advantage, and he doesn't have Xylo in there since he put pilot in there, so it gives me extra turn meter that he won't be able to get, and I can quickly kind of pull ahead, if that makes sense. So he started off faster, but now I'm gaining more turn meter, and it gives me more control of the board. I've almost got his Executioner down, and mine are Gear 13. My Executioner and my crew are gear 13, so good shape with them. Now I just got crew, keep him stunned with the special, and I can just gain some more turn meter, trying to see if I can top everybody off, watch my banners. But it really doesn't matter here. Executioner will take out nice big chunks of health and 54 banners. So I was able to top everybody off and get that done. This was probably my favorite. Next, he put his Phoenix, okay? And Malik is so overpowered. Like, if you're not going to use him on defense, don't throw him with Darth Revan on offense unless you're taking out something really tough. Because he's a great character to solo a team just by himself. And that's all I did was put him in there by himself. Zeb's got Daze, but Malik's got enough tenacity that Daze doesn't really become a factor. And he's got enough where he can stun him and put, fear down. Oh, he's got enough good stuff where he can just take him out. And once he starts doing his life drains, he's really going to start taking big chunks out of their health. So, not sure at this point what to attack first. Like, I'm going after Zeb, thinking, I should take him out, but Kanan's got all the counterattacks and everything, so as long as Hera's alive, he's going to share that. So, took out Kanan. Now I don't have to worry about counterattacks bothering me. Now I can just take out as I please. So working on taking out Zeb, drain life on him there, he's gone. Now Hera, boom, she's gone. 56 banners for that one, so it's a good way to make up a couple extra banners. Here's that Kira Nest team that I showed you earlier, and since I've got some good top teams left for my counters, I'll go ahead and use them here. Padme works really good if you have her to spare. If you don't have to take out a Grievous team, which he didn't put his down on defense, surprisingly. So Padme will definitely be able to take out Nest once she powers up with the courage. Just got to be able to stun Nest. And then, and as I say that, I didn't even need to. Anakin got his hit right at the right time, took her out, no problem. So I went ahead and used my Jedi Knight Revan team against his Night Sisters. I figured obviously they're powerful enough to take them down. I'll just go after Daka. Now this is with Daka lead, so they get the extra defense. She is pretty tanky. Look at that. I can imagine what this team does when you go Daka lead. People don't expect all that extra defense to make a difference. But in this instance, she's just so tanky, and then you've got Zombie kind of stealing the focus away with taunt, that if I had sent a B team in trying to take these Night Sisters out, I can definitely see them losing and going multiple battles. And I didn't want to have to deal with that, and I was fortunate to have Jedi Knight Revan available since my opponent went so light on defense, and the way that he set his board out allowed me to save a lot of my top teams for the back and for the use later on the top. So be careful, I guess, how you set your board. You really want to set your real tough teams in the first south zone, so that way they have to burn something powerful to get to the back, and they don't know if you have something better like a Darth Revan or a Jedi Revan waiting on them in the back. But you want to put powerful teams out front, so they have to burn top counters to even see what's back there. And my opponent didn't do that. I was able to use B teams pretty much to get back there. So now I got all my A teams, and I'm just mopping up these Night Sisters now. Business as usual. I just got Zombie left. Work on taking her out, and you can see she's hella tanky under that Daka lead. It's definitely could be an issue if I didn't have a top tier team to take her out. So got rid of that. Now it's just ships left. And lucky me, he set his 7-star negotiator. All that. But I do have some of those in the arena, so I've been able to practice against them. And so I was able to take that out with my own negotiator for 57 banners. Not the best in the world, but I got it in one, and it's ships. So I think I set a pretty high banner. I got a 2464, and my opponent hadn't gone yet. I woke up this morning, he still hadn't gone. Later in the day, he finally did go. So I missed him attacking, but he went ahead and cleared my board. He saved a lot for offense, but he struggled. Like, there were multiple teams that he went 3 battles on. I think 3 different teams he went 3 battles on, but he was able to clear the board because he did save so much for O. So that's it, I guess. I mean, I would say save a lot for O, but don't forget to set something decent down on D, because that ultra efficiency didn't do him any favors. Shout out to my buddy Mikayas. He runs a modding service. He'll go through, make sure you got the right squad compositions and the right mods on the right characters. Give your account a real nice tune-up. I'll put the link to his Discord in my description. Go ahead and check him out. Tell him Indigo sent you. Thanks for watching my video, guys. If you enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share your comments down below, and hopefully you'll check out my other videos on my channel. Peace.